Hey everybody, Asher here, and today we are playing For the King, as I put my hand in front of my face like that. For the King is a exploration sort of roguelike where you go, you have your party, and you have to, well, there's a lot of different options you can play, but it plays a lot like just a RPG progression story quest, but there's a lot of random bumps along the way. I've been playing it a bit, I do enjoy it quite a bit, and I'm glad to share it with you. I've actually tried to stream it before, I had some issues with stream quality hiccups due to some graphic settings that I have since changed, but I have played a little bit enough to actually unlock a few things in the lore store. There's some cheaper things that I haven't unlocked yet, but here's kind of a flip through here. Lore store is pretty much you get in-game currency to unlock stuff. It's all pretty neat, but it's not the meat and potatoes of the game. What the meat and potatoes of the game is pretty much just going, and we're going to be doing a new game. We're going to go explore into the world. There's three different options that we have. There's For the King, which is your regular story mode, Dungeon Crawl, which is sort of a free form For the King mode, and then Frost Adventure, which is totally different. But we're going to be doing For the King mode today. Now, like I said before, my graphic settings, I have adjusted them quite a bit. Hopefully they work. Please let me know in the comments or in chat or whatever if they don't work very well. Now, there are some other things to know about For the King. We're going to be doing Journeyman today. I could be playing online co-op, but we're going to be going solo here. So I got 3 people. Let's go ahead and hit the create game button so we can go ahead and move into there. I really hope my settings are okay, but I have unlocked one other class so far. So I have the blacksmith, the hunter as well, scholar, herbalist, and then we have trapper, which is locked, minstrel, which is not locked. That's one of the default ones. Busker, which is locked, woodcutter, and there's some secret classes you can get from playing some other stuff. But I've tried to think a little bit about what I want to do for the class here. And I did try a random run before that ended very, very poorly. So I'm going to try and balance things out just a little bit. We're going to be doing a hunter for DPS. We're going to be doing an herbalist for healing. And I guess the question that I have remaining is whether I want to take somebody else for some magic damage or some more physical damage. But I think I'm going to try and go super balanced here, and maybe not be balanced at all, and take a blacksmith as well. Now there's all kinds of customization options that we have, including gender swapping, changing helmet or no helmet, backpack changing, main color changing, lots of things here. But I'm pretty good with this loadout. So we're going to keep these people here, and I didn't realize the first few times I played this you could actually change party names, which is one reason I knew there's something up with my save. But we'll get into kind of a lot of the game here, because there's some stuff that I know as well as some stuff that I don't necessarily know or need to learn. So let's see here. Player 1, we'll name you Shoot. I mean, we're doing Final Fantasy style names here. Herbalist. The Herbalist is really one of your few dedicated healer classes. He or she gets an ability, so we'll just call you, well, Shoot, Pick, and I want to build. I did have a blacksmith class the last time I played that was a big DPS character, and that worked out pretty well. But I think I'm going to build this one a bit more like a tank, so we'll just call you Tank. So Shoot, Pick, Tank should be fairly easy to follow. Let's go ahead and just dive right into the gameplay. So here's your story. King's dead. Long live the king. How the game starts out is you do have some various things across. I mean, there's a lot of intersecting systems that I think are really cool. But the first thing we need to do, according to the quest, is to go to Woodsmoke. Now there's a few areas and stuff to keep in mind, and we already see a few things on our map that play out pretty well. So I really hope the graphics and stuff work out well this time. Like I said, it was where I was having issues before was moving around the map, but it seems like we're moving okay now. So I'm not going to sit here and move just yet, because we have some stuff we want to do in the middle here. We do have a gold shrine over here, which is good to try and give to a character to increase gold drops. We do have combat early, which would be exciting. We do have a town which is relatively in reach. We are actually adjoined to sort of the secondary area in the game. The woods are where we start the Guardian Forest. But Orton is actually a town that has all of its own stuff to it. We only have 3 gold. We can't buy anything in the market yet, although it's very important to check. Things like Panax, which apparently can heal some things I didn't realize it could heal. Hermit Grass. God's Beard is going to be the thing that we want the most. And we want to give it to Pick, because Pick has an ability where if Pick uses an herb, everybody gets the benefit of that herb. So that's going to be very important. The market we've been to. The quest board is the other thing, though. Now, there's some specific things we can get. If we do a bounty, that's actually a pretty good bounty. A poisonous, it gives us a rare armor, a blessed vest, 3 armor, 3 resistance, 2 health, curse immunity. That'd be really good for tank. So, but we have to kill a jelly cube in the Guardian Forest. Reducing chaos is usually pretty nice, although 1 chaos is not the end of the world. We can also get some gold to try and build things up by killing a pixie, or get some group experience. But I think the item is good enough that I'm going to go for the bounty. We have 20 weeks to do this, and you are far away, sir. Wow. Kill a jelly cube in the Guardian Forest. Cool. So, you see that it exposed an area of the map that we haven't already gotten to. It's a level 1 camp. So that's about as easy as we can get. The most important thing about this is that, so we see through our fog of war a little bit, we have some other stuff exposed. So there's actually the glittering mines over there. That's going to be very important for progression in the game, because once we go here, we're going to be pointed to the glittering mines. So anything else of interest that we can reach right now? Not really. Let's go ahead and dive into combat then, because if we pop over here, we'll see that this Veil Imp is level 0 and just bouncing around, ready to be punched. See? Actually ready to be punched. So if we move over here, we expose some area. First thing to point out is that we have all this red stuff right here. This actually shows off what combat range is. So if my parties are within this red area, they can join the fight, as you see right here. And the enemy, if there are other enemies in there, they could join as well, unless we did an ambush. Now, Shoot is a character that actually, because it's a ranger, has a benefit to ambush or sneak. But we're just, since it's just 1-on-1 or 1-on-3, not really a benefit to do anything other than just fight. So here's combat. Oh, already punching the herbalist. That's cute. All right, now we have 2 options here, and you can see those little tokens up above. Those tokens are very important. We can use focus to fill up the bar a little bit, or we can just actually fire on them. But if we get all 3, we get perfect, we get full damage. Anything less and bad things can happen. So Pick. Pick does magic damage, so that's good, or haste, which will actually speed up. Let's see, if we have to target a friendly for that, we'll target a friendly, or use a God's Beer to heal the entire party. Well, we can end this fight right now. But let's see what haste does. Oh, haste does nothing. Cool. Then we have tank. See, we got one of the icons to fail. So tank with shockwave or smash. One is an AoE, one is with splash damage, one is just regular type. And those little icons have different shapes because each character has some different abilities that'll work them up. So gold coins, I'm going to share that for now. Everyone gets a little bit of money. Money's super scarce early. Oh, we actually got another icon over here. And what this is a stone hero. Good to visit. We'll go up here for now. So we'll want to work our way over there eventually, but we can hit select to end turn, or we can do auto end turn if we want to. And every turn, there's going to be just a little bit more going on in the map. Now, for now, I'm going to keep my characters kind of together. But I'm going to go down here just to explore the map. We could actually go ahead and get Pick a level and full up on focus. I think that's worth it right now. Well, not a level, but we could pay tribute or we could leave. Let's tribute. So 12 experience, full focus, kind of a waste, but we get it early. And you want to visit all the stone statues to unlock some other stuff. So not a total waste. So tank off to Orton, perhaps. Now this area is all kind of nestled into a corner, and it seems like you can go ahead and get the gold shrine. That's fine because you're less likely to die. And now when we start getting gold, we want to siphon it through tank as much as possible, because tank gets a 20% gold modifier. Other thing that's very important, though, that I was not really expecting is that we have a big mountain right here. So our forests are actually fairly shallow and mostly concentrated to the east. We do have a little block right here that I don't think amounts to anything. But yeah, there's our first turn. You see that skull and crossbones on the top bar for time movement. That's chaos. We have to stop the chaos from spreading or things get fun. Did I say fun? They're fun. All right. So Hildebrandt says, always good to see new faces on a quest. The queen, who talked before and said, wham, my husband's dead. Things are really bad in the Guardian Forest. Signs point to evil folk who've locked themselves in the glittering mines. We should hopefully be able to get there today. Oh, well, that's easy. I'll work on getting you down there. In the meantime, a strange contraption's been spotted. Go investigate it. And some angry folks in fancy robes have made themselves right at home. Best prepared for a good fight. So, we got some stuff we can do. First thing, though, is let's look at the quest board here. We can reduce chaos as well by killing a chaos acolyte. I keep wanting to back out of that. That's actually the same item we had from the other thing. But we already have a quest to kill a jelly cube, so we don't need 2 of those. We could kill a warbear for 30 gold, which is not bad. Or we can deliver a supply list to Stone Hero in the Guardian Forest for 14 gold. That's really easy, but let's reduce chaos. Kill a chaos acolyte in the Guardian Forest. There we go. Wow, so all these guys are appearing on the border. And what level are you? You notice our level, it's in the blue circle to the bottom right of our portraits. We're level 0, so one of the first things we need to do, because it's an RPG, is start grinding some enemies out. So that's kind of our plan. Oh! Force Nibbler. Level 0 versus level 0. We could ambush, or we could retreat. I kind of want to get the rest of my party over here for combat. Mainly because I want to make sure everyone gets the benefit of experience. So pick who I would love to actually have be able to buy some stuff from Woodsmoke. We don't have a lot of gold right now, so let's go ahead and hit this chaos device and smash it. You see we have a 65% chance of success. We could get party damage, or we could even get +1 chaos, but if we go ahead and use the focus, that takes that chance out. 11% chance to fail this. Okay, success, good. So we can do -1 chaos, +1 life, which is those little hearts. If we lose people, we're still on a difficulty where they can be brought back if we have life, or -1 scourge. We don't have any scourges to worry about, but we can diminish the chaos, and you can see suddenly we don't have a bunch of stuff up there now, and everyone gets experience, so isn't that fun? Let's leave our focus there. +1 HP healing for this. And I think we can go ahead and take our fight. And we have everybody in range, so let's get the Nibbler. No need to ambush. Even though Shoot is who we want to be the one engaging. Now you see some icons underneath the Nibbler. It's immune to bleed and it's immune to daze. We don't have to worry about that. It doesn't have any armor. But you see 20 health is not ideal to be soloing, but once we have 3 people here, it's a little better. We might even be able to end this fight before the Nibbler can take action, which would be ideal. Please. There we go. Barely got it, but we got it. On the fallen corpse, we find a Phoenix. We're going to be feeding our herbs to pick as much as possible. So that's good. Alright, end of turn. And what do we got over here? It looks like we have a wishing well, so we can test our skills, but most of our stuff is taking us to the west right now. So let's kind of go that way. Okay, Shoot. We can just go ahead and max move you. Any services we want. We don't even really have money on you to do anything like going to the end or upgrading your pipe. Your pipe's very important. It increases your herb ability, and we want to try and get pick upgraded with that first. Any weapons that are worthwhile. Before we go into the Glittering Cave, we really need to get some weapons upgraded. So hopefully we can get them from somewhere instead of the store. But for now, we'll just satisfy ourselves with being able to move around. So we have a few mainline quests right here. And we got an ambush as well. Really? Or not an ambush, but just a fight that we didn't see on the map. Fortunately, all of our team's right here. So Veil Imp. Nice. Like I said, the important thing is that this will get pick experience pretty much right away. Oh god. Last time I critically failed by missing all 3 things. Oh wow. Okay. We had some issues and we took 5 unnecessary damage. So Shoot is going to be our primary damage dealer here. And it's going to be fun when we run into things with high armor. Hopefully we can get them weapons that'll actually pierce it. Once again, we're going to be running our gold through this because eventually, you see that +1 there. That was bonus gold. So move over here. We just want to reveal a few more tiles as we go. We got a Timberwolf down here. So we got a lot of fights we want to take. Pick is level 1 now. So level 1, I haven't even done anything with the stat screen yet. You see at the top here all the stats and abilities. And I have unlocked the trainer who we might be able to run into to pay gold to increase this. So there's no real like level 1 thing other than just... Okay, you got a cane and not much else right now, but you see the weapons abilities here. Mind or the brain thing is Pick's primary attribute. So these attributes sort of determine what weapons you do well with. Like the hunting bow has the eye there, and you can see that is what's supported there. And then the blacksmith hammer has the little beefy strength thing. So it's all very straightforward. One of the things that I really appreciate about this game is you have a lot of these style of games where you just try and go for the bigger numbers and it's just big things all the time, hiding maybe some deficiencies in the system. Here you have little numbers to play with, so it's all kind of straightforward. We could attempt to sneak past this guy. That's 3 bees. Is this worth trying to ambush? I think it is worth trying to ambush. We'll see. We got a 47% chance. 77% chance. There we go. So that means we fight 1 bee instead of 3, right? And now, can we actually shoot the bee out of the air with a bow? Not quite. And even though he's ambushed, he does eventually get to go, and that is armor-piercing attack. But fighting 1, much better than fighting 3, although we need the experience. We want to try and make the fights as easy for us as possible. Honeyed Sponge, +1 resistance, is really good. We'll give it to Tank for now. Alright. Any other movements you can do? We can start going towards the Chaos Leader here, but we need to take some more fights first. I kind of want to see what's down here by the Timberwolf. Oh! Oh, you found an alluring pool. Discover alluring pools to instantly travel between them. Those are one of the unlocks that you can get from the lore store. So, fast travel, one of the things I was really wishing for in my first playthroughs. So, you can see other enemies are going to just start appearing on the map. We do have some chaos that's lurking. So we could go over here. Yeah, I think we just take the Timberwolf fight next. Oh, what do we get? A stone circle. We could lose all of our focus or gain 1 max focus. Wow, this early in the game? Yeah, I don't think I'm that penalized. Let's go for it. Okay, lose all focus. We couldn't actually use focus to defend that challenge, but we're still super early on. There's a lot of time for us to get our focus back. We can camp, we can go to town. So it's not too big of a problem. And we have a roadside grave, which we have a bunch of unknown outcomes. Crypt marker, grim reminder that many fail their quest. It's not hard to feel spirited to that, but it's best to learn from their mistakes. Let's see. Let's use some focus to see what we get here. So we have a bunch of unknown outcomes. Oh, +4 experience. Okay. That's not bad. And we still have 1 focus to spare. Alright. So next turn, we'll see who else comes here. Like I said, big thing is I want to get my other teammates up a level, or to get some better equipment before we take on some of these other fights. So Timberwolf, it's just going to be the one wolf. Early level grinding. That's just good old fashioned RPG stuff. All right. We don't need to heal our party right now. Okay. And coins. And we'll give that to you. So nice that we have all this extra movement. No need to use the pool right now. We got some other fights we can take though. Oh, lots of good movement for Pick. So we could try and take this guy on right now. I'd probably win, but I don't want to risk it because I'm still on baseline equipment. If anything, I'd like to take out that one gelatinous cube first, if at all possible. So, Bee Swarm. You see, she doesn't have a very good chance of ambushing it. So, and you also see we have that other level 0 guy up there to fight. But for some reason, uh, one of our friends is actually not here. So, we'll wait a turn, let Tank come up to engage the fight. Of course, Tank losing 2 movement rolls, so barely being able to get in the picture here. And now, see, suddenly we have all of our fighting. Whew. Alright. So who's most dangerous? The Beastman is going to do a lot of damage. Okay, poisoning is going to be really annoying. So if we can take out some of these bees, that'd be great. Called shot. Occasionally we'll get a critical, automatically. Okay, I'd love to taunt this guy's attack, because he's going to be doing some swing attacks. His tank is actually going to have some issues with health here in just a second. Let's go ahead and try and do some haste. And per slot accuracy, that means I have a 76% chance of getting each one filled up. So let's pick Tank to hasten. So you see, Tank's going to get another action. First thing we want to do is taunt. So I know Tank is already having some damage issues, but Steadfast means that we're not going to be having as many problems. So please take it. Of course, you're not going to take out the other bee. And of course, the bee's down to 1 health, so kind of useless. Pick now taking some damage as well. So like I said, it's not always the easiest. Another reason I attacked the bee there, as you saw, is that the bee had a lot of actions. So best try getting taken out. No one firing on shoot now, so that's nice. Can we take you out, please? Okay. Good enough. And you see, that's a lot of experience. Once again, we're going to funnel that through here, and we get some of our first items. Scholar Wraps. Let's give those to Pick, since intelligence is something she uses and strength is not something she needs. Alright. Now, another fun thing we can do is we can actually trade items. You see, we only have 1 healing item right now. Now that we have some more gold, we'll want to return to town to try and get some of that healing up. But what we're probably going to do is camp in a little bit. We could probably take on this fight. I want to take on the cube before we do any of the cultists. So we could throw a camp down after fighting this guy and sort of see where it goes. Because I imagine we're going to get another encounter or two. Actually, it's very important we throw a camp down, because we're going to have some additional buddies here in just a minute. So let's see. You're at the alluring pool. If we fight you, that's solo, so that's terrible. If we fight you, that's solo, that's terrible. But if we drop you here, we can just end turn. Like I said, we got plenty of time before other stuff comes up. It's too bad that we're a little far away from town. So I have 8 turns once I drop a camp. I'm going to see if I can try and get through one more fight. Oh, okay. This is a mistake I made a lot off camera that I'm apparently doing again, is that I press the select button on the controller instead of actually moving. So we just lost a turn where we didn't need to. Alright, so if we fight here, that's 2-on-2 combat. That just risks Tank dying. So I'd rather not do that. Okay, shoot, unfortunately, is not going to have a lot to do because I screwed up. So let's hit select here. Select is the very dangerous end turn button, and of course Pick, now not being able to move far enough to actually start the encounter, it's probably okay. I could really use a, are you sure you want to end your turn button? So just like that, we have 1 extra turn down for all these things, but still should be able to take the fight. As we look, as we have over here, level 2 Young Witch. We got to watch out for some of these encounters we take on the border. Like if we fight here, this, oh my god, this brings in everybody. We got like some Dryad or Druid over here. But if we fight you here, it's okay. So Beast Man, we could attempt to ambush him, but that's not Tank's forte. So we'll try and take out the Beast Man first and then the Forest Nibbler. Good shot. Excellent. Okay, you can take out the Beast Man right now if you just hit, but unfortunately not a full hit, so let's go for the splash damage. Wow. Holy cow, Tank. If you die, you just don't deserve... You don't deserve anything if you're just gonna, like, totally fail this. Alright. Nobody wants to get the kill today. Let's start knocking out the Nibbler, then. Okay. Good attempt to draw attention. Let's just go for the damage. I'd like to be able to end this. The Nibbler's not the fastest thing in the world. Everyone's taking a little bit of damage, so it's probably worth camping. We do have some items for actually healing things, so... Okay. We have a spiked pole. Doesn't come with snipe shot, but does actually increase our damage. Huh. It's not ranged, but it does use your primary stat. It's probably worth equipping that for now. We don't have as much use for snipe shot yet, and I think we can dig into our stuff here. Dancing Nettle uses circle of traveling to gain +2 movement. Let's collect for here. Alright. So we can move Tank over here. No more? That's right. Let's go ahead and use Tank's tent. Because we're going to be taking this guy on with not a full level 1. So I would like to get some more like health if possible. Let's go and use Tender Pouch. Rest for you. And you see we got 8 turns of it. Let's see. Shoot's gonna rest. Okay, now one problem is that we actually should have put that one space closer, but... Because if we try and fight the cube right now, this actually doesn't reach our people. So hopefully we can make this work. But we'll be going back to town before we do some other stuff here. So once again, like I said, a few misplays, never killed anybody, right? Well, except for my party maybe, but... Okay, Gelatinous Cube. Because it's in a camp, we shouldn't have anybody else here, but we have one mystery person joining us. We could attempt to ambush with Pick, but that's a pretty terrible idea. So, 2 cubes. 2 cubes are better than 1. Alright. So, the fun part about cubes is that they poison everything. So, let's focus fire one at a time. I want to be able to get some better equipment here. And I'll go for splash damage here. Nice. And then if we can take out this guy... Oh, so close. Alright. Fortunately, 1 dodge, 2 poisoned. And you can get multiple stacks of poison too, so that's a little troublesome. Alright, hopefully this takes out... Really. Alright. Now, because we're poisoned, we're going to be losing some of our abilities, so it's probably worth focusing here twice. There we go. Get that splash on. Now, if memory serves, poison should wear off eventually, because I don't have enough items to really clear it right away, but... Quest complete, your payments. We get the Blessed Vest, which we will equip on Tank. Armor and resistance are really good. Health regeneration's key, though. And 14 coins. And a fermented root's worth. Drinking this delicious tea temporarily increases combat speed. We'll put you there. So, good items. You see we revealed another person here that we don't really want to fight today. And we have poison problems.